might be the lord of the kaiju rising. Throw it right back when I fight you, lightning. Breaking all the plans when I'm fusing with the lads. Yeah, mega kaiju breaking right through. It's frightening. North Japan, I'm the bomb. How these kiddies crying to their moms. Alien, heading straight to Fuji when I roll up. Scary and eating every human fruit roll up. Only 4 from the 3, you ain't messing with.
Hello, welcome back to Kaiju Theater. And we are reflecting today and continuing on with our discovery of Gamera. And Gamera is taking on Barugon in this particular film from 1966. Gets a 5.0 in IMDb, is an hour and 45 minutes long. Basically what the film is about is we have this group of entrepreneurs, some with extremely bad intentions, that are trying to do an excursion. And this excursion is to get this opal inside of these like caves are going to make them rich without their wildest dreams. And so this opal, it looks kind of like an egg, right? So they decide that they're going to use some men that apparently have been imprisoned or in some type of trouble that they're going to use to go down to this cave and get this opal. Well, they end up finding the opal, and one guy really, really overreacts to finding the opal, which I thought was absolutely hysterical. The opal eventually hatches, and inside of the opal, we have Barugon. Now, I've heard different variations and things of Barugon, like he's like a hound of hell, and he's like a different variations and different looks, and it's true. If you've seen different variations of Barugon, then you know that there's different styles. Now this one, the 1966 era, I loved the look of the Barugon, but I mean, obviously in time things get a little bit different, and his look and his appearance is different. So basically what happens now is that Barugon is on the loose in Japan after they find the egg in New Guinea, and while this is all happening, Gamera, actually continuing from the film in 1965, actually he was put inside of this like capsule, gets into an explosion in mid-air and actually survives. So basically what happens is Gamera now comes to defend the people of the towns, and this illustrious fight happens between Gamera and Barugon. Barugon has these really, really unique attributes to his defense. He has this tongue that kind of looks like a frog. It kind of like spits out and like grabs something, and then like he eats people with it. He ate a guy with it, which I thought was kind of funny, that particular scene. The rainbow beam that came out of him, basically that made explosions, was freaking awesome. How creative was that to make something like that? I mean, that's one of the coolest things that I've seen in one of these movies. Now, I know that not a lot of people like the look of the Barugon in this particular film. It was okay. You know, I mean, it could be worse. And we're talking 1966, right? I know my good buddy Casey liked the eyes of Barugon. I did too. I did like that. I thought it was pretty cool, the aesthetic of that. But there were explosions pretty much throughout the film as well, and I feel like they focused a little too much on the human aspect of the film. It kind of, for me, it kind of made it kind of a little bit too long of a film, because they really weren't focusing on the monsters as much. You don't get to see Gamera as much as you probably will in future films, but I did like this one. I know the end fight scene, I wish it would have been just a little bit longer. I did like what the end result was, although it kind of made me sad a little bit. I feel sad for some of these kaiju monsters when they get taken down and stuff. I don't know what it is with me. I'm a softie sometimes when it comes to some of these things. But, you know, also one of the things here is the natives in the film. One of the things I learned about this film originally, the natives in the film, the ladies in the film, this is supposed to be a nude scene, but they wanted it to be more of a child-based film, but there wasn't any children in the film. So they should have just left the nude scene in there. Otherwise, why are the ladies even in there? I mean, you know. I mean, they really didn't have much of an intricate part of the film, really, to be honest with you. Now, you see the ladies in pretty much, you know, a lot of Godzilla films and Mothra films, obviously. But the native ladies in this film, really, I didn't really see where they belong particularly in the film. So they changed it up. They were supposed to be nude and then not nude. So, I don't know. Just an interesting thing here. Now, this is the first color film as well for a Gamera film. And I did enjoy the aesthetic and the color of the film as well. And overall, I did like the ending. It did have a great payoff. I did like the overall aesthetic of the film and the look of everything. I wish I could have seen a little more of the fight towards the end. I really liked those battles. Those are the biggest things. I wish they wouldn't have focused so much on the human aspect of the film, because, you know, you do get a guy who has bad intentions of the film, you know, and basically he's an antagonist and he's just trying to make money and use people. And I felt like it was more focused on him than the actual monsters. But overall, I liked this one. Looking forward to the next one. Overall, I'm going to give this one a 3.5 out of 5 on the Kaiju scale. Overall, I did like everything as far as the storyline and as far as the characters. I did love the weapons that Barugon has to use. The rainbow is awesome. The tongue that looks like kind of like a gecko had me laughing out loud. Anyways, thank you, Interweb Kaiju, again for sending me for this to review. And yeah, so that's my review of Gamera versus Barugon. I did enjoy it. So let me know your thoughts on this one in the comments. And what is your favorite Gamera film? Catch up with you later. Peace.
This is Halloween.
But the pandemic out, man, still a Halloween with a big bag on me looking like a trick-or-treat. Before the pandemic, I was masked up like Halloween with a big bag on me looking like I trick-or-treat. I'm lit like Christmas Eve, rolling up a Christmas tree. Say he won't smoke till his heat leaking antifreeze. Before the pandemic, I was masked up like Halloween with a big bag on me looking like I trick-or-treat. I'm lit like Christmas Eve, rolling up a Christmas tree. Say he won't smoke till his head leaking antifreeze. Big bag, big money, let the pay talk. I'm riding in the form.